Now my nerve pain is 10 out of 10, so I am going to Bangkok Hospital because they have a professor in nerve pain. And I'm a Viking, so this one instead of ambulance. Because I think the ambulance will take longer time, and this is a Daihatsu. At Bangkok Hospital, they have a specialist in small nerves. Ugh. And now I'm going there to see a professor. Ugh. The doctor said Samitiwet said that I have to go to a professor in small nerves. And right now the pain is 10 out of 10, and then I go to the professor. Hello everyone. Now I've been fighting with the insurance company as well, and eventually it ended up with me paying the deposit for the hospital. The doctor from the insurance company agreed that I need to be admitted here at Bangkok Hospital in Thailand. But they have some communication problems in the system. And then there was a lady who spoke English who called me and said that I had to go back to my hotel and that I would get some strong painkillers, and that after the painkillers I would be able to walk back to my hotel. Or go back to my hotel, no walk. Then I told her that I have done 40 milliliters of 10 milligram, and I still cannot walk. So I asked her what kind of painkiller she was thinking about, because it needs to be strong. The insurance company was more interested in telling me that I had some pain in my feet in Norway, and that if this turns out to be the same, I need to cover everything myself. I know that this is something totally different. I still don't know, but I think I have, I don't know, could be some kind of syndrome or something, I don't know. But my guess is inflation in the nerves, inflammation. I need a warm jacket because in all the hospitals in Thailand it's now Mark. Even the doctors here say I went to see a doctor, and I was wearing this jacket, and I said, now, Mark, now, mate. And the doctor answered, now. Even the doctor was cold. And then we could hear outside people saying, now, no, 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 no. Tukunna, tukunna. Can someone please tell the owners of these hospitals in Thailand to turn up the temperature a little bit? Because I recently went to Iceland, and it was actually warmer on Iceland than inside these hospitals. Now soon my non-biological sister here in Thailand will come with some proper spicy Thai food. I need that. The hospital food is... I went to, when I had the potato problem, I went to Samitiwet, and I ordered food. It took 2 hours before the food came, and the food was cold when it came to the room. But the hospitals in Thailand, oh my god, I don't know much about the public hospitals, but the private ones like Bangkok Hospital, I mean, now I've gone to Bumrungrad before and Samitiwat. Now, Samitiwat had to, they said, you need to go Bangkok Hospital because they've done all the testing they can do. And now there's a guy, a professor in a professor in nerve pain. He's currently somewhere else. He's world famous, and he works here at Bangkok Hospital. And my problem with my temple is so complicated that they are actually flying in the professor from another country. In Norway, I was offered, believe it or not, a room in a home for elderly sick people. Do I look like an old sick person to you? No. I'm 49, so I'm not a young man anymore, but I don't belong in a home for old sick people. That's wrong. And they gave me all kinds of wrong medication and wrong everything. And then my GP said that the hospital had given me up. That's the truth about, and I have many friends I know that have experienced the same in the richest country in the world. I have this one. Yesterday I went to a temple. Bless this beautiful necklace. See? And then I know there's someone up there protecting me. It's been a long ride, but in Norway, 2 times I had to leave Norway to go other countries and pay with my own money to fix things. Something wrong with the health department in Norway. This is why I'm making this documentary, and there's a lot of stories coming. It's yeah, the newspaper in Norway has tried to get one of my stories, but so far I haven't answered them. I was picked up in Norway by an ambulance because I had chest pain and pain in my arms, and that's a typical symptom for heart failure, a heart attack or something. And then I asked them because I couldn't walk and I had a lot of pain, and I asked them, "Can I please bring my crouches or I have some devices to help me walk?" They said no. The ambulance was too small. Then they keep me in the hospital for one night. I go neurologists and no testing, nothing, just a wheelchair. Yeah, talking to a neurologist, she checked my. I have something in Norway, so that gives me free traveling when I'm going to hospital or other places. As long as it's medical, I get free taxis, but I have to book it on a special app. The hospital. I was in a wheelchair and they brought me back down and said, "You can go back home." And they had booked a normal taxi for me. And then I asked them, "How am I supposed to get from the taxi into my house? Can I rent a wheelchair or something to help me walk?" And the nurse at the hospital said, "We don't have anything for you. Sorry." And then they helped me into the taxi and sent me back home. And I had to 300. The driver was from somewhere in Africa or something. And I had to pay him 300 Norwegian kroner to carry me into my own house. And then for him to go to the second floor and get my walking help, the things I needed to walk in the world's richest country. And I'm going to send the email to the national papers. They've been asking for an email from me. I'm going to send it, but I need to figure out what's wrong with my temple first. And then I'm going to hit the newspapers yet another time in Norway. And maybe here in Thailand too. I don't know. If you're in Norway and you go sick, get the hell out of that country. I've spoken to some other people from other countries in Europe, so that's the truth about the health system in Europe. They have some good private clinics and stuff, but the public hospitals are, and it's not the hospital people's fault, it's the government sending money all over the world, but they forget to fix their own country. Okay, quick guys. I'm still at the hospital. Now I have my diagnosis and I get new medication, and it turns out I have a post-infection inflammation. So everything is from getting wrong treatment in Norway. And you believe in Norway they couldn't find this. When I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and I had pain for many years, and now in Thailand they could figure out what was wrong with my legs. And now stopped all the medication from Norway, and I'm on brand new medication here in Thailand, and it's working. Doctors in Thailand, I love you all. You probably saw my beer problems video. I've had a lot of diagnoses the last week, going from tuberculosis to cancer and everything. But now I ended up finally on inflammation in my feet as a post-infection inflammation. And there is a fix. And now I'm finally on the right medication. And the Norwegian health system, yep, they should be a little bit afraid now, because I think I'm gonna, I can, but here you can see my small room at Bangkok Hospital. This is the bathroom. You seen this? Oh. And then, walking over here, the food has just arrived. Automatic lights inside this one, and there was just recently a lady came with food. The food here is probably okay if you're used to no spicy food. I've always, of course, I've had someone bring me somtam from the outside. In here, there's a coffee machine and a small table, a microwave oven, and a fridge. And then we have some nice windows. I had to modify the curtains a little bit because I wanted some sun in here. And here is my main office these days. A bed with a lot of adjustments. This is the whole bed going up and down. This is only this section going up. So here you can actually lift the whole bed. How tall can it be? Yeah, now I'm able to go under. Oops. A little bit about what happened to me. It all began in Bangkok, actually. I had some food poisoning. I had food poisoning, and that led to something I had to do in Norway, and they were using some prehistoric equipment, which gave me a lot of problems where the sun doesn't shine. I had the problems for a while, and actually it led to one more problem. I had an infection, and then another infection, and then at last I had to go to Germany to fix a fistula. It's those infections that have led to the pain in my legs, because now I have an infection. Post I have an inflammation, post-infection inflammation in the nerves in my legs. So no, you never know. I'll try them all soon. Typhoid fever, dengue fever, and now this shit. But the worst thing is I was sitting in my house in Norway for I don't know how long, a long time, many years, with pain. And I've had pain in my legs and using a lot of painkillers and stuff. And then in Norway they offered me a room in a house for old sick people. But I'm not young anymore, but I'm not that old. So I went to Thailand, and it got worse for some reason. I don't know why. Luckily, it happened here in Bangkok. I had a lung infection for some reason. I still don't understand why I had a lung infection, because I didn't have any coughing, no nothing, and I had a lung infection. And then when I went to fix the lung infection, the staff at the hotel could see I was wearing using a stick. And then also they found it really weird, the lung infection really weird. Then they did a CT scan, a MRI with, yeah, they tested everything. And eventually they sent me to Bangkok Hospital. Samitivet Hospital said that now they had tested all that they could test, and then they sent me to Bangkok Hospital. And I've been diagnosed by a professor, a proper professor in nerves. And that's the guy who gave me the final diagnosis. Actually, I haven't gotten the medical certificate yet, but it's neuropathy. But the cause is inflammation, post-infection inflammation. And it's actually from where the sun doesn't shine. Everything. Who would know? It's crazy. But finally, after years in pain or using painkillers here in Bangkok, doctors in Bangkok, doctors in Thailand. I was singing in the bear video, but nice doctors in Bangkok. I love you all. Oh, this is good. A friend of mine, he died twice in Norway, and then he went to Thailand and he had the correct diagnosis in Thailand. Some people think that going to Thailand, I think actually the professor that found my diagnosis, he's traveling all around the world and telling people how to diagnose what I have and what other people might have. And he is good. I've spent my time in the bed uh, planning and actually buying some things. You will see soon. I've been investing in some. I cannot tell you yet, but it's going to be fun. I love you all, guys, and tomorrow is the last day here in Bangkok Hospital. For now. If I have some problems later in life, I will come back. But I've made some very good plans for the time coming. And yeah, there's some fun things coming up. And the tuk-tuk, my dear tuk-tuk, has to go on a little holiday. So I'll be driving a motorbike in the beginning, but my tuk-tuk will be coming back, and it's going to go through some big changes. Big. and we'll be back. Both me and the tuk-tuk needed some fixing this trip. Okay guys, I'm actually ready to leave the hospital. And they're giving me some new medication and we'll see what's happening. I hope the new medication, and there's one more medicine coming in 1 week. So, don't need noise. And, yep, Bangkok Hospital, look at this. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't, it's not possible to enter for some reason. Look at that. You see here, they have everything. And now we're going to a hotel in Sukhumvit. And tomorrow, I'm going to Drang and then back to my condo. They wanted me to come back in 6 days, but then I suggested a video call, and oh, you're very smart. That was a good idea. So now I have video call for the next appointment, and that is when they give me the next medicine because they are waiting for a DNA sample. As a little funny fact, I pay myself for going here with my own card, and when I wanted to go downstairs to get some warm weather and look at the sun and maybe, yeah, they said, no, you cannot leave. Leave or die, you cannot go. I pay for it myself and then they lock me in. But luckily they have a good TV with YouTube and everything, so a little bit boring but after 4 days, but now I'm finally outside and I can go to a hotel. This is my favorite kind of transportation. I love the puk-puks. Here we go. And see here you can sit like a king. In 6 days I will get the new medication and then I have to stop thinking beer for 2 to 3 weeks. So today I'm having a couple of beers, not many, 2 maybe 3. For the first time in a long time, very long time, 4 days. We are outside. Look at this. We are traveling in a green puk-puk. We go to a hotel. My favorite hotel in Kampong was not available today. Even though they have 4 wheels, and in Bangkok 4 wheels doesn't work. It just doesn't work because you get stuck in traffic every day. So the perfect transportation in Bangkok has 2 wheels, not 4. That's the truth. Riding a puk-puk is like should be in Thailand. Puk-puk. I love that.